What's up, guys? Today we're taking apart this here Eclipse. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you would have seen that this motor actually runs. The car drives very well. There's no issues with it. Nothing actually that needs to be done to this besides like the body work. But we are going to be all-wheel drive swapping it, which is why I pulled everything out from the other car in the last episode in this series. So today I'm going to pull the motor out with the transmission. At some point we're going to get this thing on the lift. Obviously after I take the engine out. I'm just not sure if I'm going to put the new one with the new transmission in before that or not. But we're going to put this car on the lift and we're going to drop the rear suspension and install everything all-wheel drive. Obviously this thing I'm very excited to work on because it's nice and clean and there's not a million pounds of garbage everywhere on it. Basically everything around the engine is going to come out. And then the engine will probably do the same thing as the other car. We'll drop it down and that'll be that. So let's go. Alright, so I got the radiator intercooler, the fake intercooler that was on there. Got all that off. There's a lot of stuff left to take off. For one, this is the first time I'm ever dealing with, I think there's some sort of evap canister thing down there. So I gotta pull that out. I've never had it on any other car that I've worked on, like 2G Eclipse wise. Obviously I gotta get all the wiring off, coolant hoses back there. So there's a lot still to do, but I'm gonna take the wheels off. I think it'll be a little bit easier to get to that coolant, or that evap canister from down below, hopefully. I can try to see if that's the case. So I just got to turn the engine a little bit to get, there's holes in the pulley on the power steering pump behind which are some bolts that hold the actual pump. So I just got to turn the engine a little bit to align those holes with the bolts. And when I take cars apart like this that might be apart for a little longer than, you know, just couple of days or so. I try to put all the bolts back in the places where I pulled them out from. That way there's no confusion later of which bolt goes where. So that's why you see me putting these bolts back. Alright, so now I gotta pull these axles out of the transmission. And because I'm not taking the front suspension off all the way, I think I'm just gonna pop this ball joint off on top, and then maybe pull the nut out, or the bolt out for the shock on the bottom here. And then I just pull this forward, pop the axle out, and then I can take the axle out of here and put the all-wheel drive axle in. That way I won't have to take everything apart as much as I did on the other one. Alright guys, so I got the motor out, it's right there. It looks very clean as expected. So the next step is I'm going to put the suspension back together and get it on the ground so I can roll it. And then in the next video we're going to be doing the all-wheel drive swap.